When you're dealing with people, expect problems. When you're dealing with your job, expect problems. When you're dealing with your church, expect problems. When you're dealing with your family, expect problems. Even if everything is going well, expect problems. Why? Because when you do not anticipate problems, you're going to have a problem. But when you anticipate problems, you have an opportunity. Walk with me. Listen, I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister, and they call me the motivational minister because I help people to improve their lives by teaching them life skills from the Bible. And today I'm going to teach you the secret sauce to overcoming 99% of your problems. So listen, you want to stay tuned into this video because I'm about to give you the secret sauce and I'm going to break that down of how to overcome 99% of your problems. But also you want to watch to the end because I'm going to also show you what people are doing wrong when it comes to dealing with their problems and why it's hindering in them and why it's causing them frustration and where they want to give up and quit. How many of you know we're not giving up over here? We're not quitting over here. As a matter of fact, I have this book here, You Can't Quit Now, that I want to give to you. I want to bless you with it. I want to give it to you as a free resource. If you would like this book, just comment book in the comment section and I'll make sure you get it. It's going to teach you how to go from where you are to where you want to be, even though problems arise. It's going to help you to not give up, not quit, not throw in the towel. You're going to go from where you are to where you want to be until you're touching your manifestation, until you're touching your dreams. If you want that, just comment book in the comment section and we'll get to it. Listen, let me give you the secret sauce. I'm going to give it to you. How to overcome 99% of your problem. And somebody might be saying, well, Billy, why is it 99%? Why is it not 100%? Well, because some situations you're going through are not a problem. They're a predicament. And that's a difference. And let me explain what I mean by that. First of all, every problem has a solution. Whether you know it or not, you might not know the solution, but every problem that exists has a solution. But some things we think our problems are not problems, they're predicament. Predicaments are things that can't be changed. For example, if your job went out of business, you think, oh man, that's a problem. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's a predicament and not a problem. A family member died, you're frustrated and upset. They left you in a jam. Well, guess what? That family member's gone. There's nothing you can do about that. That's a predicament. And the problem comes in is when we start treating predicaments like problems. You can't solve a predicament. You can just learn how to work around it, learn how to work through it, learn how to manage it. But every problem comes with a solution. It's just your job to find that solution. So when you have a problem that arises, the first thing you need to do, let me give you the secret sauce. Let me just put it up on the screen. And take a screenshot of this. It says, here's the sauce. Anticipate problems, then face them when they come. You need to anticipate problems. Listen, don't misunderstand don't think that anticipating problems mean the same thing as expecting the worst. That is not what I'm saying. Listen, we talking about faith over here. You know what I'm saying? We build a faith. We're not saying expect the worst. Anticipating problems meaning, listen, I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. You either just came out of a crisis, you either currently in a crisis, or if you keep on living, you about to head towards a crisis. Problems aren't going anywhere. But the blessing is God has given you the ability to solve problems. Listen, vision confronts a problem. Let's see, did I put that down here? I don't know if I put that on here or not on the screen. Nope. But listen, vision confronts a problem. As a matter of fact, let me just put it up. Let me just type it on here. Because everybody's born with a vision. Everybody born with a purpose. Vision confronts a problem. Whatever you was born to do, whatever you were created for, the reason that God has you here, whatever that thing is, guess what? It solves a problem. It confronts a problem. You're the answer to a question. So whatever problem that you're facing, there is a solution to it. And problems are going to always come, but you're going to have to anticipate it. You're going to have to be prepared for it. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, let me put that on the screen too. Not anticipating a problem is a problem, but anticipating a problem is an opportunity. An opportunity for you to get it right, an opportunity for you to get it together, an opportunity for you to solve it, an opportunity for you to overcome. So what's the secret sauce? Anticipate the problem. Expect something to show up so you can be prepared. And then face them when they come. What do I mean by face the problems? Face the problems means identifying the issue, developing solutions, and taking action. Those three things. Identifying the issue. You're gonna have to confess it. You're gonna have to identify. You're gonna have to address it. Are you following me? I remember years ago I had a fear of driving, and I procrastinated, made excuses for years. It wasn't until I confessed it. It wasn't until I addressed it. It wasn't until I identified the issue. So I said, listen, I have a problem here and I need help. Look at this quote right here. I'm not sure who said it, but it says a problem clearly stated is a problem half solved. Listen, you are halfway got the problem solved once you identify it, once you confess it, once you stop making excuses and say, hey, this is an issue here. I have an issue here and I want to deal with it. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is developing solutions and then taking action. Look at this right here. When you anticipate problems, you will face them. But if you do not anticipate problems, you're going to flee or forget them. And this is the things that a lot of people do that are causing them to fail. And I want to share this with you so you won't do the same thing. So let's talk about the first one. If you do not anticipate problems, if you're just going through life, just letting problems catch you off guard, when the problem comes, you're going to, number one, you're going to try to flee them. You're going to try to flee them. You're going to try to run away from your problems. Running away from your problems doesn't work. Look at this quote. Running away from a problem only increases the distance from the solution. Oh man, chew on that for a minute. I got to say that one again. I like that. Running away from a problem only increases the distance from the solution. You're gonna don't run from the problem. You're gonna have to face the problem. And number two, listen, if you do not anticipate problems, you will try to forget them. You're gonna try to ignore it. You're gonna try to ignore the problem. Listen, you can't ignore the problem. The problem is there. There's an elephant in the room. And you try to pretend there's not an elephant in the room. It doesn't make it go away. Ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. Look at this quote right here. It says, this Henry Ford, he says, most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. Listen, that same energy that you use trying to avoid it, trying to go around it, trying to pretend it's not there, you could have been using that same time, that same energy, that same tenacity, and use it to develop a solution. You want to solve problems. You want to solve your problem. And you're going to have to anticipate it. Listen, look at this nugget right here. We need to anticipate problems while we are solving problems. Remember, I told you, vision confronts a problem, right? Whatever your purpose is, it confronts a problem. And your goal in life is to solve problems. While you're solving problems, anticipate problems coming. So there's two things. Problems coming your way. You need to anticipate problems coming your way while you're out there solving problems. That was the success behind Steve Jobs. You know, Steve Jobs created a solution, but with that solution, he anticipated problems with the solution. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Steve Jobs developed the iPhone. That solved a big problem. And everybody loves the iPhone or the smartphone. But he anticipated problems even when he solved the problem. You had the iPhone, but now your screen is cracking. So he said, hey, I got screen protector for that. How did he have that? He anticipated problems. Well, I need more data. Hey, I got data for that. I need this. Hey, we have an upgrade. He constantly create things, solutions for problems that arrived from solutions that he created. Did you get that? Did I say that too fast? I'm gonna say it one more time. He developed a product, but he anticipated problems. That even though this product is solving a problem, he still anticipated problems. And when the problems arrived, he was ready for it. So it became an opportunity. So not only is he selling you the cell phone, he's selling you the screen protectors. He's selling you the phone case. He's selling you the AirPod. He's the charger. He's steady solving problems while anticipating problems. You need to do the same. Listen, anticipate problems at the same time while you're solving problems. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. The more problems you solve, the bigger your value. A lot of people mistake hard work, meaning hard labor, as if it's going to increase your value. Now, what's going to increase your value is the level of problems that you solve, not the level of the difficulty of the job. Chew on that for a minute. I said your value is not going to be based on the level of difficulty of the job, because you're a bricklayer, because you take out trash, because you're a construction worker. Your value is going to be determined by how many problems can you solve. And the biggest way to solve problems is through communication. It would do you good to learn about communication. And listen, I have a short video I want you to watch right here where I'm going to teach you about the best way to communicate. So click right there and I'll see you in that video. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.